What's up, y'all? Here we are back again for another episode of I'm Almost Joking Podcast, episode 61, and I am one half of the Disrespective Collective, Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sincere Life, here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. We here for episode 61, and if y'all listening, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, whatever platform y'all listening to, man, hit that. Show some love. You had to get that out.
Oh, you had to.
I ain't want to wait till like the end of it and say it.
Hey, it's crazy. You ever been at work and then the boss come around and then you start doing like you really doing work, you do some of your best stuff? I want to let y'all know that intro energy was brought to you by Corey, who was sitting over there for the intro, and then it obviously wasn't good enough because right after that he walked out like, oh nah.
He's like, that is unacceptable.
I tried to put my best performance on.
And that's crazy because he did walk straight out too. Like, this is unacceptable energy. I'll discuss this when this episode's over.
I know, right? Hey, how was your week, man?
My week, it was cool. My son just started his spring basketball league. Oh. So he got a new basketball coach, right?
Right, fresh off the winter season.
Fresh off the, winning the record, you know what I'm saying? We ended with a winning record. I ain't tell you that, did we?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we ended one game over 500.
Oh, okay. That is a winning record.
We had a winning record, you know what I'm saying? We made Coach Quee started off with a nice career, you know what I'm saying?
We celebrate all black success over here.
But, he got a new coach. So, in this game, he ain't play as much as he played with me. But it ain't because, I played him more. I played all the kids equal time.
Nah, it's definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? But it's because now they got, 12 kids on the team. So, the playing time just all get cut because there's more kids. They got to get in there and play. So, I'm like, man, he scored a little point or something. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It was good. You had fun? And first thing out of his mouth was like, nah, I don't like getting took out the game.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I want to play.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. My son got that little energy nah, son, I want to be on the court. And I'm like, yeah. Even though he don't be knowing what the fuck he be doing half of the time, he got that competitive energy. Remind me of me, man. Daddy moment.
It start with that. Because if you got competitive energy like that and you want to be better, then you'll start training and doing better to be better. So
that's why I tell him, I said, you can't just get better if you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, put that work in, but you got to put that work in, you can improve, you know what I'm saying?
He's super young, too, so, man, you don't understand the many things. If I was 7, 8, 9, 11, something like that, that was weird for me to go to 11 right after 9. But
that's how old my son is, too. He 11.
Oh, yeah? See, he could learn how to play guitar, and then I could set him up for life right now. Because it take, I heard it take 3-4 years, and I heard that at about 25, 26, and I was like, it's too late. I got 3-4 years to learn guitar. I'll never be good at that.
We just had a whole thing pre-recording, right? And I was just telling Craig, you got to stop finding reasons not to do stuff. He's like, I was 25. Oh, that's too many years. Can't do that.
He right, though. He ain't lying. He right.
Sorry, I'm going to push Craig. Now, you gonna do it. How was your weekend, bro?
It was all right, man. I'm trying to see what I did, man. Watch The Honor.
I just started that this weekend.
Yeah?
Yo, that's crazy. We ain't talking about this either. This ain't like a...
You just started.
I think I'm on episode
I'm not
3.
finna say, season 1?
Season 1, I just started it. It's fire. It's low key, kind of fire already, and I ain't even got that far in. It's I'm
gonna just be quiet. We gonna discuss that when you catch up. This is how it was.
Give me by the end of the week. I'm gonna be caught up,
bro. When I used to introduce people to The Wire, I used to be so jealous of them when they'd be like, "I ain't never seen The Wire." I was like, you get to watch The Wire for the first time all over again," and that's how I feel about you with Your Honor, because it's only season 2. I'm season 2, 7, 8 episodes in, and I'm like, man, so you got a lot to go through.
It get better?
Bruh.
It started off crazy. See, I feel like I can spoil this part because it's the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yo, when I seen the little boy hit my man's on the bike, right? Mm-hmm. Hit the little kid on the bike and he died. He just basically dipped. And then I'm like, yo, that's kind of crazy. That's a crazy thing. You just hit this kid. Because first off, why was you over there in the hood like that? I never understood. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. But you ain't supposed to be over there. But he hit the kid. Was he buying
drugs or something?
I think he was buying drugs.
Yeah.
But he hit the kid because he got scared. Remember, he didn't even get his work because he just got scared. He got shook. Mm-hmm. Hit the kid, killed the kid, right? Go to try to help the kid. Try to get the kid mouth to mouth, and the kid just spit up blood. And I was like, oh, this shit is crazy.
I know, right?
It was wild.
Dude spit blood in your mouth?
I
gotta go to the hospital now.
Bro, what if he had that magic? He might have had that magic.
My nigga, bro.
Man, I couldn't do
that. It ain't no traces in him no more.
Bro.
You can't claim it that.
Yes, I can. He the only one that's still out here thriving and surviving. Everybody else was sliding and dying.
They made some progress, man. They're like on member numbers. Now, Magic was the first one. They got 5 more others.
Magic thrived.
Yeah, Magic was the first one.
Magic ain't never.
He was the first one where they took it all out of him, but they got like 5 more patients that they did so far that they also saw a lot of them too. So maybe
shout out to Magic. No heavy bad mouth for Magic, Michigan.
Yeah, and shout out to them 5 people too. Shout out to y'all. But that was crazy though. Yeah, Your Honor. If you're not watching Your Honor, watch Your Honor. Because we are gonna talk about that soon as he catch up. I promise you.
Next week is probably gonna be a topic of conversation because I'm sure I'll be caught up by the end of next week because I'm probably finna watch it the rest of this week like nonstop.
And you gonna love it. Now, speaking of watching TV, appointment watching, whatever you want to call it, because I did enjoy this recent appointment watching. Chris Rock dropped a live special March 4th on Saturday, and this past Saturday, I should say, where the week we're recording this, and it was I liked it. Now the live thing was very risky, and we see why it was risky when he got to his closer. But besides all of that, I'm having a bigger, I'm gonna just say problem or gripe or whatever you want to say with. It's hard to be black, man. Just like being black enough to be black is what I wanted to associate with this Chris Rock special. I thought the special was funny. I liked the special, but then before the special, I heard somebody complaining about how maybe Chris Rock is maybe catering to white people or whatever with his jokes. But that's also been a knock on him ever since he came out, which is why he started doing specials bigger and blacker, and he did it in Harlem at the Apollo like, oh, y'all think I'm not black? I'll do it at the blackest spot. He did this special in Baltimore. Like, I don't get why we threw that constantly question his blackness.
They've been throwing the coon thing on Chris Rock forever, and some of it, I mean, everybody gonna say something you don't agree with. Like, he done did a couple things that I could see why people would be like, he be chucking and jiving, but like, if you listen to the majority of his content, it's not even come on, bro.
Not even in the slightest.
In the slightest. But it's been a couple times he done did some stuff where I was like, yeah, I don't know about that move. But I try not to just like I said about Kanye and other people in the past. I don't like just throwing our people to the wolves because they do something that we don't like.
Yeah, you just like dismissing black men. That's all. Like, he didn't really do nothing that egregious for us to dismiss him. Yeah. Because sometimes you got to dismiss a black man. He didn't let
some white dude say the N-word and some little thing he was doing. Seinfeld had to hold it down, though. Shout out to Seinfeld. I ain't like that. That was one thing he did. I ain't like that.
Now, we're not finna get into a whole thing about this. I get it.
No, we're not doing it. I'm just saying.
No, I get it. I get it because we also, for the same reason we would feel a way if Logic said nigga, we feel a way if Louis C.K. say nigga. But Louis C.K. is also half Mexican. And we do let
full Mexicans say the N-word.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But anyways, not to defend Chris, but every time somebody bring that point up, they always say like, yeah, a white man, and it's like, yeah, that. Now, with that being said, that's just the facts. But with that being said, kind of feel the same way because of optics, like optics when you look at it and when
Logic,
you hear it.
I don't care what you may be, Logic.
That's why I brought up
my
Logic.
Say you better not say that.
That's why I brought up Logic. Straight up. Because he technically should be able to, i.e. Drake or J. Cole. But the way you look doesn't permit that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you ain't permitted to say the N-word in my presence, Logic. Sorry, bro. And my girl mixed.
Hey, blame your dad for having strong genes, I guess.
Hey, look, my girl don't even say the N-word because she's 65% white. So she know that she don't even say that shit.
Hey. Oh, wow, that's too much percent. I just thought about that. I ain't got enough percentage.
You gotta have a certain percentage.
Oh, man. But nah, this Chris Rock special, man, I just seen a lot of people commenting on certain jokes. I knew people was mad about the Will Smith slave joke. Watched the show just to see him watch the movie just to see him get whipped. And I get that. That is like harsh to hear or hard to hear or whatever. But also, y'all didn't get slapped by a nigga in front of 20 million people.
Hey,
like,
I've said this on the pod before, Craig. I'm going to say this again. I've said this on the pod before.
I start watching movies that Will died in just for that. Like, if he did that to me.
Listen. You can't judge nobody how they react to you doing something to them. I mean, how you react to them doing something to you. If you punch me and I shoot you, I didn't overreact.
Nah.
You shouldn't have punched me. Like, that's what like, people always gonna say, well, you shouldn't have did that. They only hit you. They shouldn't have hit me.
What if I know I can't fight, but I don't like being punched? So when I get punched, I just shoot you because I don't want to fight.
He's not like they.
Or if
They should let me make.
I don't want to fight,
bro. You slap somebody and they stab you. They're not wrong. You should have slapped them. Like, I don't believe in you overreacting. That's why people should just show respect, give people their space, and don't disrespect nobody. Because once you violate somebody physically, there's no such thing as an overreaction. They should never let me make laws. Because I'm telling you, come in there, even women, I don't believe in domestic violence. But all the women who think it's okay to hit their men, I'm not saying it's okay. But you can never judge him for his reaction. If he like a real cool, calm, good dude, you might be able to slap him when he just, he keep his wits about him and be like, hey, I'm leaving, or you need to leave, or whatever, right? He might keep his wits. Or you might get somebody who ain't got that kind of mentality. And if you slap him and he beats you up, then you know who gonna get wrong? The man is wrong, because he ain't supposed to react like that.
How do we feel about the dude that gets slapped and be cool and be reserved and stuff and be like, all right, it's cool, I'm going to walk away. But then later on, the person that slapped him dies.
Damn, that went dark.
Because sometimes that can happen.
Just magically drop down, huh?
I mean, you never know. A lot of things happen. Life is not infinite.
Hey. Listen. There's no such thing as overreaction.
No such thing as an overreaction.
She wouldn't have dropped dead if she would have kept her hands to herself. I'm telling you, just keep your hands to yourself. Because anything can go left. You just don't know. And I feel like if Will Smith would have kept his hands to himself, then,
he wouldn't have had to get them jokes.
He wouldn't have had to catch these jokes. Because, like, I'm going to have a Craig moment. I just seen the clips.
Oh, you didn't see the?
I haven't. I planned on watching it this weekend, but it wasn't showing up on my little hookup. You know what I'm saying? So I got the connect to the Netflix at the crib. Don't get it tripping. I got the connect to the Netflix at the crib.
I got
you. But
I
was
ain't hating. I need to holler at you and get one of them. Trust me, I ain't hating.
It might be on there now, but Netflix they do a little special stuff or something like Chris Rock. They had us on lock.
I got you.
But I'm gonna probably watch it tonight actually. So I only seen like some clips of the jokes and certain things he said, and I'll say this right.
Well, we talking about that because that's the main thing of the special, and of course he closed with that. But the special before was funny. It was good. It was good all the way through.
I thought the clips was funny.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought I don't like. Now it's always some jokes. You a comedian. It's jokes I'm not gonna like. It's comedy. You're not supposed to like everything. So I didn't like the joke about like he watched the movie so he can see Will Smith get whipped. Like, I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. But some of them other jokes was hitting, bro. Like, and if you're going to get slapped in front of, a billion people, because a billion people probably didn't saw that clip. If you're going to get slapped in front of a billion people by one of the biggest movie stars in the world, it ain't no running from the fact you got slapped. Mm-mm. You only can try to find ways to make humor out of it.
And he, like you say, he's like, y'all don't know how big Will is. Like, he's really bigger than me.
He said he played Ali. I played Pookie. That's funny, but I don't care what nobody say.
Nah.
I'm gonna watch it tonight though.
Now, before we get off of this Chris Rock though special, how would you feel? Well, not even how would you feel, because we'll say that for later. Because I can't use all my segues. Now. And, oh, man, forget it. I'm going to just say it. Who cares? Who listens to this? Marlon Wayans put a whole special out. I just only fell away because I'm a comedian who Marlon Wayans probably would think about putting me on the show one day and then hear this, and I'll be like, well, what do you expect for me to tell you? That I did that to you before you put me on the show? Anyway. Marlon Wayans did a whole special that came out, I think, on a Wednesday, right before Chris Rock's special. Do you want to know what his special was about? I heard, because I didn't really watch the whole special, but I think what his special was about. The Chris Rock slap. I heard that his whole special, or the reviews or whatever I was reading, was that his whole special was about...
That don't sound like a good special. You did a whole special on a man getting slapped?
Well, like how he know Will Smith, how he know Chris Rock, and then the slapping.
So he just kind of, like the whole special was built around that.
For me to be reporting on it, if I was a journalist or whatever, yeah, I would have read it. But no, I want to get these jokes off or get this take off. If I'm wrong, it's your entertainment. Now, what I got to say is, that's wild. That's crazy. How you gonna make a special about somebody else's life? That's just wild to
that's
do.
Kind of whack. Like I ain't hearing about that, but it's like at the end of the day, like fam, the best thing you can come up with for your own personal comedy special was another man getting slapped. Like that was the best content you can come up with.
Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and he did other jokes, then great. But what I was reading was that he did a whole special about that event or that slap. I think he actually wanted to name it like the slap or some shit like that, and then he changed it to
that's corny.
God.
I mean, Marlon kind of corny anyway, but like that's corny. I ain't a comedian, so check me if I'm out of pocket.
I shouldn't be saying this as a comedian. I'm
just saying check me because I ain't a comedian, so you can check me as the comedian.
You can say what you want, honestly.
All right, but as a comedian, right, and you get a special, I'm guessing you had to put in years and years of work. I'm sure you had to curate whatever that routine is over time and go to club. I'm just guessing.
Maybe I suck, but I'm 6 years in and I just got an hour that I feel comfortable with. I don't even know if it's good yet. Okay. I just feel comfortable.
So it take that much time to curate like something, especially if you on your own and you ain't got like a group of writers.
And I'm saying from me just starting 6 years, it usually takes about 10 years to get even good or know who you are or know what you want to be, know how to be you on stage. They say most of the greats and the people who do it, the professionals say, it's going to take you about 10 years before you even know what you're doing.
Okay, so if it takes like a good 10 years to get good, then let's just say like you get a routine or two probably within the first 13 years, like a couple good routines where, I'm just guessing, y'all, I'm not a comedian, right? Marlon been a comedian, I'm going to say for what, 30 years now?
It's different.
25? I mean, not saying stand-up.
I don't want to say he's been a comedian for 30 years. I wouldn't give him standing up on stage 30 years, no. But he's definitely, I would give him at least 10. I've been to one of his shows before at the Orpheum, and I've seen him perform. So, and that was a while ago. And the fact that he's still doing it. So I would give him 10 years stand up on that stage. But we also got to remember the family he comes from, the environment he was around, and he's definitely been in the business for about 30 years. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was more so like he been in the game. So he been around stand-up
on
stage. Damon was doing stand-up.
Yeah. Now Damon is a legend.
Yeah.
Damon and Keenan, legend.
So that's my point.
That's totally different.
So my question was not saying like him exactly, but you've been around it, basically your whole life.
Yeah.
And I would assume being around comedians, you would learn.
Damon's funny, by the way, but
and you would learn how to like create a routine, like create something based around your life. So like I would feel like if I was a comedian, now I should say check me if I'm wrong. I would feel less of a comedian if I had a whole hour special or something, and I can curate something around my experiences. Mm-hmm. I would feel less of a comedian where the only thing I can take from content is this event where this dude got slapped. Like you maybe put like a little joke in there or something, but like that's a long time to.
I mean, if you got a unique experience with it, and I haven't seen it yet, so maybe I'll watch it and take back everything and come in here feeling stupid about how funny it was. Maybe. I'm just saying the idea of it when I was reading it, and that's the only reason I associated it with this, because I was also thinking like on some rap shit, like say you was a rapper and you went, say Tory Lanez was like he got out. And he was finna drop music and cool, right? And he was finna drop his album about the situation. But then, like, Trippie Redd dropped the album
about his situation. Said Trippie Redd.
And Trippie Redd dropped the whole album.
So basically, nobody else dropped the album about the situation.
And Meg.
Look, so nobody else dropped the album about it then. So
no.
Tory Lane good.
Yeah, I mean,
no one's gonna hear Trippie Redd. That album never came out.
You now you both. Now you tripping.
No, now you trippy.
Let's move on.
It's never coming out. It's out, but it's not out.
Let's move on to somebody who really gangster.
Somebody who think he gangster.
We don't know that, man. I was listening to a podcast. We talking about Ja Morant's latest.
I had to do some research on Ja.
We talking about Ja Morant and his latest suspension for his antics. If y'all don't know, Ja Morant, NBA player, almost got $250 million and from his contract, and if he play it out, because we know they pay yearly and by the game and all of that. And he's been had some instances with the police with cases and stuff for a 17-year-old. Some guns was involved. Google it if you need facts. I'm not a journalist. And he also posted recently, after that got brought up in the media to bring like more light to it, that same night or right after that, posted an IG live of him like chilling or whatever right after a loss. I don't know what he was celebrating.
Yeah.
And
he in the
like
club at 5 in the morning
up.
after a loss.
And it was super funny to me because like he had the gun. He had the gun, and it's just one of those things where, like, if I got money, I'm young, I got golds and diamonds, and I'm listening to my favorite rap music at the strip club, chilling with my niggas, and I'm just out there. I know I'm gonna have the same face. Killing this. Look at my pistol. Killing these niggas. Like, I know I would do that. So I don't blame him, but you got to. I would have taken more if you had a blunt on you and you grabbed the blunt and pulled the blunt, and because now you can argue we illegal, blah blah blah. But the gun stuff,
he was in Colorado.
That's what I'm saying. But the gun stuff, come on, bruh. You got to do better. You worth too much money, and you my new favorite player, man. You be dunking on niggas. You be killing shit.
Yeah,
I need you in 2K14, man. Don't get kicked out the league.
Ja wildin'. I'm gonna tell you why he wildin'. So I did my little research on Ja, right? As you said, Ja's one of the most exciting players to watch. We all like watching Ja. Like, I love when the Grizzlies, like, I used to never watch a Grizzlies game. When they had Michael Conley, not watching the Grizzlies, bro. I don't want to see Zebo and Marc Gasol. Like, I was never watching that game on TV. Ja on TV? Oh yeah, we finna watch this Grizzlies game. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this, right? Ja, you gotta chill out, fam. Because when I looked into his history, bro, you grew up with both of your parents. You went to a private school. You lived in a pretty nice area.
That's a private school.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You lived a pretty nice
life.
Ja's
parents have a real good marriage.
Yeah, Clarence. You know what I'm saying. You had a good life, fam. And it's the problem with, like, I be saying, like, a lot of these young dudes now that be getting this chance to be successful and change people around them, like, not just yours. You know, you changing everybody's life. Is why are y'all so, like, enamored with trying to look like y'all gang? Like, even when you see the videos he posts on there, like, yo, what up, yo, we with the gang. Like, bro, y'all gotta chill out, fam. Like, people who really with all that shit, they're not even on social media like that. Why would you want to be seen? And then you get these cats, like, he was in a club with the gun. He wasn't, like, at the crib or in the bus. You in the club, bro. First off, y'all just
Colorado
lost.
A gun state?
That I don't even know. But then people were trying to say, oh, that was a lighter. Bro, look, they like, that gun's little. That was a lighter. That ain't no damn lighter. That's a little 380, which makes it worse.
I remember those, though. A lighter with the gun and you pull the
but
trigger. That's what it was, though. I like that.
Yeah.
If Lou Williams can go to the strip club just to get some food, why can't Ja have a gun that's a lighter? Why can't that be true?
Even if it was a lighter, bro, you gotta be smart enough, or somebody in your team gotta be smart to know he can't have that. Like, somebody in your, like, one thing I say, bro, if I was to get big, it's people in my circle who not only will protect me from anybody else, they'll protect me from myself. Somebody got to protect Ja from himself, bro, in that situation. First off, why you even on camera? You shouldn't even be on camera now. We just played a couple hours ago. We out here clubbing. Hey, you shouldn't even be on camera.
On his IG, though.
On your IG. Like, why? You got the chicks in the background naked. At least
Lou got caught because Jack Harlow snitched.
Exactly. Somebody told on Lou. Lou did it like a real one. He was in there eating his wings, cooling out, chilling. You out here putting on yourself.
And here come white boy over here snitching, trying to get some clout. He don't even know. He don't even understand what you're doing.
Even he didn't even know what he was doing. You doing this to yourself, and people put the whole, they trying to media. There ain't no media, bro. Somebody got to be around to tell this kid to don't throw it away, bro. Hell no. Man, people was doing all kind of stuff. And they was on Allen Iverson helmet, heavy. But it was because of what people around him may or may not have been doing. You ain't see, he got a gun charge. But that might not even been his gun. Maybe he was just keeping it real. Like, I don't want to tell on my people. Whatever it was, right?
Maybe.
He ain't on the camera waving his gun. He ain't got it. Like, I seen some of the IG videos with Ja talking about,
maybe,
yo, we out here, like talking like a regular street dude. Like, Ja, that is not
Ja
you, bro.
Was on IG Live enjoying himself at the strip club, trying to get over a loss to the Denver Nuggets because they like a competitive team, and he like, man, how I'm gonna beat these guys before I really get over this tomorrow and start really digging in and stressing the strategies I'm gonna use to beat them in the playoffs. What I'm gonna do is take a load off, go to the strip club with my guys, I'm partying. And then one of his friends say, hey, man, pass this gun over there to Pookie. And then he was like, all right, man, I'm cool, I'm chilling. Let me grab that for you and pass it over.
Why doing like this with it? Like you said, that's what he was
Maybe
doing.
that's what he was dancing already, and he just passed it over. That's why he held it like this. He was like, I can't get caught brandishing one of these. Let me let everybody know that I'm just passing it over.
To all y'all older cats, y'all already know this, right? So all y'all younger cats, let me tell y'all something that they told us a long time ago in back in the neighborhood. You don't never grab another man's gun.
Oh, I wish I would touch a gun in the hood. Hell no.
You ain't passing that on in that situation. I don't know. You're not putting my prints on your pistol.
I mean, NBA player, everybody guns illegal.
There's no reason for the NBA player to have the gun. This
gun
is my point. You protect your friends from themselves. It's no reason why on that bus I'm passing the gun to my NBA player friend.
Oh yeah,
all these other niggas in the club, I'm gonna pass it to Ja.
But let me
get TT right there and Pookie right over there. I'm passing to Ja.
This is what I heard about Ja and his recruitment and how he got to Murray State. It was a recruiter going there to look at another kid. He walked past the gym and Ja was in there cooking motherfuckers, and he was like, hey, let me holler at this kid, and then he got Ja. So that don't mean that Ja was in D1 just like chilling. Ja could have been like in the hood just hooping on niggas. And he could have been about that life. And now he caught $1 billion up. And he like, hey.
He wasn't out there like that, bro. And even if he is, you ain't smart enough to, like, you made it, now you successful. Like, why you still trying to be about that life?
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you was.
That's not fun for me to agree with you. I want to argue for his trap aspirations.
Man,
you never know. If he got $250 million now, imagine how fast he could be $1 billion up.
I'm not even going to play with that shit.
From Columbia.
Because there's too many people, there's too many kids who see Ja, and, like, that's their favorite person. They aspire to be Ja Morant. And seeing this dude in this position, and he's sitting out here waving guns and beating up teenagers allegedly, and all these different things that he doing allegedly.
We don't know what that teenager did or said to him, though.
I just said allegedly, Craig.
Teenager probably got wild disrespectful. Y'all got teenagers, and y'all know sometimes they
Ja
need
Morant should send one of his friends to take care of that. Your friend should protect you from the outside and from yourself. That's what I said.
I'm here right now.
He ain't no, okay, cool. When you lose your $200-some million and you go to jail for the next 20 years, man, shout out to the real nigga Ja Morant. Shout out to Javaris Crennington, too. You going to be in there with him posted up. And Ray Caruth. All y'all can be the realest niggas ever while y'all sitting there doing 20-some years in jail. Like, that shit ain't cool. Like, these niggas need to understand you already up. You already winning.
And me and Javaris would be in there cooking niggas for cigarettes. Give me all the cigarettes and the fucking oodles and noodles.
Nigga gonna have the noodle game on lock.
With the fucking nacho cheese in there.
All the cheese.
We're going to be having niggas making cheese and washing our drawers and whatever they used to do in prison. What they do?
Well, they going to have you washing their drawers.
No, man. We cooking niggas in basketball. And we about that life.
They're going to be using you. They're going to be out here selling your basketball dream. Well, should have been dreams.
Hey, and if it worked the opposite way, I'll be able to be like, hey, let me live. I'll beat a nigga. Bet on me in basketball. And I'll win you some money.
That's how they're going to be doing their commissary. They're going to be getting all the money from the basketball court. It be some niggas in jail who be nice, though.
And then the niggas that betted against me that I lost to, that they going to be my enemies.
Yep.
Damn.
It's a bad life you got to live ahead of you, Ja.
I'm going to have to hoop and stab a nigga.
You got to be a baller and a thug.
Yeah, Ja, give it up, man. Now that I think about it, after thinking about all that.
It's not a good life. You out here now taking trips,
no way to get around from
bad chicks
a
on
nigga.
the bus and in the hotel suites. You got baddies everywhere. Your daddy with you, who he really ain't being a dad. That's a whole other topic, though. You know what I'm
man, we don't know what he doing with his son.
He ain't being no dad,
I'm not
bro.
coming at bruh now.
I'm coming at him.
We don't know how he talking to his son.
I'm coming at him.
He could be coming at his son, and then his son could be like, hey, you like that goddamn truck that you driving in that house you living in? You shut the fuck up.
Nah.
Or you could get these hands too.
Then you supposed to, nah. That's the problem. He's trying to be his son's friend. I don't need you to do nothing for me. I'm your dad. And he does business. He with him everywhere he go. I bet you his dad was in the club with him.
Yeah, he's probably in the club with him. With that file on him, too. And if my son up $250,000, you damn right. Me and him probably beat your ass, 17-year-old. Get out of here.
I need the file. I'm going to have the file to protect my son while we in the club. My son don't need the file.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to live with my son. We going to get one of his stupid friends to have the file on him.
I'm going to have the file. But I'm going to make sure my son never in no situation to have the file. I'm going to protect my son from the other people and himself.
Man.
That's what the real ones do, man. If your niggas around you ain't like that, get them niggas from around you, bro.
I think you brought up when you was bringing up this topic is a thing about self-sabotage, and is it self-sabotage or is they trying to be in? I should say they. Let me refer to the other person I'm thinking about. When you brought this up first, and you brought up self-sabotage, and I thought about Kyrie Irving, and then when you was talking about that, you said self-sabotage, and then are they just are these just results or them trying to live up to be who they become?
You've let the success turn you into who you've become. Like, you're no longer being you. Like, people be like, oh, he wasn't like that. Yeah, he wasn't, but maybe this is a person he always wanted to be. Maybe this is a person that the money and the fame and the attention, maybe this made you become this person and you lost who you were. And sometimes people can find who they really are at the core and they get it together. And then other times you commit an action that it's too late to change back now. Like, now this is the results of your actions.
And what's interesting about that is that when you brought up people with the success or with the self-sabotage and being who they become and being able to live and be the person they wanted to be all the time, when you don't have to fake anymore, when you feel like you don't have to fake anymore, or you don't have to be somebody, or when you don't have to curb who you want to be to live in society, to maintain the things you have, i.e. bills, a job, or whatever, so you get the comfortability from having so much money. And now you can be yourself. And now some people look at that as self-sabotage, as in Kyrie Irving's situation, maybe he really do think those things, believe those things, from flat earth to his latest post and how he feel about everything. And maybe he really believed that, but now he got the money to feel comfortable in believing that. And is that really not his self, and is he sabotaging things, or is that just him being comfortable now enough to be who he really is? And then that same argument is for Ja Morant. He could have came from where that is really him, and now he just up. He didn't have to sell drugs to do all of that to get up, but now he up with that same mentality. And when stuff trigger him to that point, or when stuff bother him to that point, then yeah, he might feel like he got to.
But see, that's where I think is the difference with both of them situations. When Ja Morant came to the league, when Ja Morant was in college and when he was interviewed, Ja was well-spoken. He was mild-mannered. They always said he was a pretty quiet kid. He didn't even have tattoos when he came into the league like that. Soon as he got to the league, he tatted up. Dreads grew the dreads out. Like, it's like it was almost overnight. Fast. It's backtrack to Kyrie. People forget when Kyrie came to the league, nice little taper, little beard lined up, clean cut kid. Went to Duke, well spoken. You know what I'm saying? Was cool with the media. Wasn't no BS. Got in the league for a couple years. Money up. Now all of a sudden he on his flat earther stuff. He changed. This is who he became. Same way with Ja, this is who he became. You got other players who was always kind of the same. They never necessarily changed. Like AI was always AI. He never really changed. He was AI the whole time. Steven Jackson was Steven Jackson from the jump. People knew. Now he wasn't a superstar, but you knew what you was getting.
Was when they made him wear suits because they.
I mean, they made him.
They made it.
You know what I'm saying? That was a
but
rule.
that was because of him though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is about people like.
I think they had to change that now because LeBron and them don't come in suits.
No, they
more.
changed.
They've been changed that.
You can wear whatever now.
Yeah.
But like when you got players that come into the league as something different, and then you all of a sudden see this. Even Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was all chill, cool dude, just came in there wanting to hoop. Now KD be on bullshit.
Nah, he still just want to hoop, man.
Nah, KD be with all, and I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with KD, for example. What I feel like KD just got annoyed with the media and was like, you know what, at this point, man, hell with all y'all, and just be on BS, right? But people like Kyrie has changed. People like Ja has changed. This is not how they were. So I can't even give them they always was like that. But that money will make you become something different. And I feel like that's what it is. But like I said, Somebody in your like who in the crew has to be accountable and responsible for protecting you from yourself. If you that successful, you should always have somebody around you who ain't impressed by all this other shit. Because that's the person that's going to save your life.
But who's to say you're going to listen to that person? Because that person
gotta
could
be somebody you listen to.
But that person could be in his life. But if you're not listening to nobody because you provide in life, I don't want to say provide in life. If you provide a comfortable life for the person who telling you.
I know you was going to say, you right. You should have said it. You right.
How are you going to listen to them? You know, like even if they are like this, I'm saying that could be his dad. I'm providing this great life for you and mom and all of that. And you are probably trying to tell me right. But what if I don't listen to you?
It's got to be somebody, bro. You got to have somebody around who keep you.
I think life is that somebody. I think that like with this situation, hopefully it won't be. Hopefully it won't have to be a situation to where, because you're right, a lot of times it do end up being a situation where it's too late and you end up in jail or dead when you finally get to realize that. But hopefully this will, you know, with the money and stuff, he gonna get the opportunity. Even if they do say, the rumor is they trying to say if he really bought that gun on a team plane, they gonna suspend him for the rest of the season.
Yes,
that's a rumor. I hope that don't happen. But if that happens, maybe that could be something to be like, you go through whatever you got to go through for these 50 games, the rest of the season. You realize how much it cost you, and then you come back and you be better.
I'm finna make an assumption.
Great. If not, then we know what it's going to lead to.
I'm finna make an assumption, right? I'm gonna tell you what I think that was, but I'm gonna tell you why this ain't none of this finna play out the way he thought it was gonna play out. He didn't think this.
He ain't gonna get suspended 50 games. Man. He didn't bring that on the team plan. Who's to say he couldn't get the gun when he got to Colorado? That's what I don't like.
This is
he had the flat on the team plan.
You out here stealing my thunder, nigga. Let me get my point out. You stealing my damn thunder.
I'm sorry, man.
Damn, fucked up my whole assumption. Shut up. Oh, well, since Greg already started it. No, honestly, I feel like what it was, that's one of his people's straps. They ain't got to fly on the team plane. One of his people from his entourage was out there. They had the strap, and it's one of their straps. But Ja can't say that now. Because you want to get perceived as this street hood dude, so now you can't say that. Because then you'll be perceived as a rat. So now you can't say, oh, this wasn't my gun, it's my man's gun. You can't say this is my security gun because you ain't got no security. You putting yourself in a bad situation because you ain't really about that shit. Because if you was, you never would have put yourself in that situation because you would have already understood all of these things before it even happened.
I want to tell everybody that love me, think about me, care about me, don't give a fuck about me, any of that, right? If you know me at all, and I'm worth $250 million.
You know I wouldn't even. If I'm around, nigga, I'm not even letting you do
I'm
like
telling them whose gun that is. Nah, that wasn't mine. That was my man's gun. We got that from Colorado when we got here. I bought that for him. It's legal. It's cool. I'm explaining that shit away. I'm worth $250 million.
I do you one better, bro. If you had real ones around you, you would never have to do that.
That's
another. Know why? Niggas gonna say that's my shit. He was flat. They gonna already eat that. If I ever got to that point, bro, it's some people around, and these my boys. They love me to death. I wouldn't have to worry about this. They gonna have the strap. Yeah. They gonna take the charge. They gonna do them things, and that's not even saying I'm about that life. Yeah,
that still happen these days because you hear that a lot.
I'm older. So
I mean, I know. I'm same. I'm in your same age range. Them the same age as you. So older. I get it. I understand that. Like that is what it's supposed to be. A different. Like, that's what it's supposed to be when you like the breadwinner, the money maker. And if you gotta move like that, you bringing people with you like that. Or if you love this dude that much that you bring him with you, but you know he's like that, and that's what he come with. He also knows what that comes with. And
that's not even saying we gonna be out here like on that said, type of time, but he wouldn't put you in that position. Exactly, it's people around who gonna make sure I'm good. It's not even saying we moving around on no we gangsters and like nah, we know that. But it's like,
but I might love a nigga who gangster.
Exactly, so he might and I might bring him around who's really overprotective, and in that situation, not saying I'm gonna have security if I'm up like Ja. I got security too. But the boys that you see with me,
I still have my gangster nigga with me, but we gonna have security, so he ain't gotta do that. They gonna protect
me first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, I also want to protect his freedom. So the security is going to secure the situation. So the fact that you even doing this, what I'm saying, who around you is holding you down because your friends, your dad, whoever around should never let you even be in that situation.
My bad. How you switch me? I'm supposed to be on Ja's side. Ja, thugging
you know
for
it's
life.
Real. You gonna be thugging behind that cell, bro. It's not cool. Chill out, Ja.
Speaking of thugging behind the cell, right, I seen the video. Let's just bring it up. I seen the video, and there was a video of K Flock, and he was in jail, and he was doing his little thing with the the little device and everything, and he showed another little device for self-protection. And then it was a video. Now, I shouldn't have seen this at all. My point in this whole topic, I should have never seen this video of him. But this guy took a video of him FaceTiming and posted it. My question is, what would he think is going to happen to his friend now? Do you not think people watch this? When I first seen that video, I got worried for him. Do he not think they're going to try to find whatever that they allegedly seen? That's not cool. The clout chasing is getting crazy. Some stuff is just for you. If your friend and you got the luxury to still talk to your mans while he in there, just do that. It's not for us. We don't need to see that.
These aren't your real friends. Your friend would already think. So I'm saying, we older. So even if I was to do that, right, my friend ain't recording that and posting that. My friends know better. These young dudes be so eager to get some clout, get some attention, to be perceived a certain way, that you put your friend in the blender. You putting your mans in the blender
without
you
even
trying
knowing.
To get some. I ain't gonna say not knowing, not even paying attention to your actions. Because if you think about what you do, because like these kids so impulsive, it feels good in the moment to do. We did things that was impulsive. Like we're not like I never did nothing impulsive, but I never did nothing impulsive like that where I'm gonna put myself out there.
Yeah.
Like I'm recording it, I'm putting myself, and it's like that's not the route to go. Like these kids be putting themselves in harm's way. Ja put himself in harm's way. This dude posting a video of his man hitting him from jail on the little you dig. You putting your man's in harm's way because he got an ongoing case.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have to tell you don't post this.
Shouldn't have to tell you this.
I shouldn't have to. Me personally, when I tell somebody something and I don't want them to tell nobody else, even if I know they not, don't tell nobody else. Because that way, if they do tell somebody else, I told you not to tell nobody else. And you knew that. I could never assume that you knew because I told you not to. Now, if I just don't say nothing, I can assume you're not. With stuff like this, you should assume that they not. But then you got also these kids is young, man, and I don't know, man. I didn't start making jokes about my cousin with Facebook in jail until he got out and told me, oh, nah, they let you do that when you in the feds. I didn't know it was okay. Apparently, they get computer access to social media.
None of my friends I know who locked up in the feds, so they are state penitentiary.
Oh, yeah.
I would never post. If one of them was to hit me up on I'm not reposting that, bro.
Some niggas snitched on him, but that's a whole nother story. He want to come on here, too. He be hollering at him.
Come through.
He came up here a couple weekends ago.
Pull up, bro. Come through, rock with us.
Talked about coming out here. I was like, you come. I'm gonna have a bunch of questions, but they all gonna be from
come through, bro.
From a funny nigga who's scared to go to jail questions. It was like, so did you have to fight every day? Was it like some days where it was just cool?
I'll ask you the real dialogue questions where, you can get in your back. Come through.
All I'm worried about is that, like, so if I go, do I gotta, like, every day I gotta get hit and hit somebody, or is it some days I could just coast?
I don't
like, do people get tired of that?
Hey, look, I'll say one thing, though. I was writing my bro, though, and we'll get to that because I feel like he gonna be mad as hell at me when he get out because I ain't hit bro in like a couple years now. But like one time he was writing, he was telling me like sometimes when he in there, he'll fuck a nigga up like once every like so many months just to get some time by himself. Like he goes to he want to go to the hole.
That's the nigga I'd be scared of in jail, man.
Nah, but he don't be like trying to kill nobody per se.
I get it, but why do I need to go through it? I'm trying to do my.
But you think about it though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like at first
I hear about the story. A lot of the stuff they be fighting over.
It's loud and shit. You just want to be by yourself sometimes. Like think about you just always around niggas. How loud it is, niggas stinking and shit. Maybe you just want to get away. Like it sound fucked up to us on the outside, but when I thought about it, I'm like, damn, I kind of see why bro might do some shit like that. I really
don't like apples, right? Or like fruit cups or whatever, and then the nigga come and won't take my fruit cup.
You can't give it to him,
He could have just asked on some school lunch shit. He could have just asked. I put it in the middle of the table. You could have just grabbed it, right?
Nah.
But though. I can't do that.
It don't go that way in jail.
I gotta fight for some shit I might not even want.
Yep.
That's crazy to me, man. I can't live that life.
Because if you let him get your fruits,
he gonna come back for your fruits. Right.
Coming back for all your apples. Nah, I can't let them get it. And it's just the point. You just gotta show niggas that you ain't shook. You just gotta have to show a nigga like,
oh yeah, heart check. I already
it's a heart
know.
check.
Soon as you go in, you gotta fight.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta
fight.
show a nigga you ain't shook.
You can lose. Just fight.
You might fight a bunch of times. You might win. I mean,
might
that's
lose
that's
every
in the
fight, but
neighborhood.
niggas know you gonna fight, and you ain't no punk.
Niggas be trying to act like they won every fight, bro.
But they also might still steal your shit because they know they could beat you because you can't fight.
Eventually, you know what you do? You stop fighting. You can't blame the person for the reaction. Nigga started off as a fight. Now I got that shank over here. Come
but what
over
if
here.
I didn't do nothing to you for you to react to?
Hey, once you hit me, now I'm shanking up. So next time I see you, you can't get mad at me for my
Oh yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely the dude that would have sharpened like the ends of these real quick. These glasses right here. I'd have got all of this off and got to that metal pin in the middle. I seen that in the movie one time, and I was like, I'm gonna do that.
Hey,
it was a dude who was at glasses. He shaved this shit down, and when somebody fuck with him, right in the neck, bow. I tell kids that get bullied at school that too. Stab the dude that's bullying you in the pencil with a neck, in the neck with a pencil, and your next school, nobody's gonna bother you.
you are telling kids to commit violent acts in school.
I'm telling kids to stop bullying. That's what I'm telling.
That's how you tell them to stop bullying?
Stop bullying. That's a whole hashtag movement. They want people to stop bullying. That's how you stop bullying.
And y'all think I'm the crazy one. But you can't tell a kid how to react to somebody bullying them either.
Can't do it. Don't you dare.
Speaking of jail and friends, this weekend I did get to see Creed 3. And I want to say, I know I've had a couple rants on here as of late about movies I did not like. This ain't one of them. This here is fire.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan,
Shout out
directorial
to Michael
debut.
B. And my man,
I'm gonna watch the
Jonathan
first two
Majors.
so I can watch this one. I'm gonna get there.
I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but it is fire. It's a great movie. They did a good job with all the characters. Some great acting performances went on, and there was a couple themes about the movie that I'm like, man, I feel like these some things that maybe we can chop up, right?
All right.
One of the themes of the movie is learning how to forgive yourself. It's a lot of things that goes on in the movie where it's a couple actions that gets committed, and hey, sometimes
Nah, I'm listening. It's a couple things that happen in the movie.
couple things that happen. And I ain't gonna spoil nothing. Couple things that happen where a lot of the movie is based around people not being able to like own their own truths. And you know what I'm saying, deal with the things that they know is true, but they don't want to deal with it. And one thing I was thinking about that, like, is there anything that you know deep down, like I ain't saying you gotta say it on the podcast, but things that you know deep down that you like have a problem with like owning or admitting to?
Bro, of course, I'm a human being with faults. I got too much stuff, and if we had a longer time, or if this was like when I get into when I really get therapy, these the conversations I'm gonna have. All the things I want to say that I can't really say because like it's like too vulnerable, and I think that's what it is. Like what you asking, things that you want to say, or like you want to like get off of your truths that you don't want to admit to yourself, all of that type of shit. Those are the things that make you feel vulnerable. And if you put those out there, you feel like, you just open for attack. Mm-hmm. It feels like when you reveal that. So you don't want to reveal that.
Both
to
characters
people.
kind of had that kind of mentality. Like
you don't want to reveal that to people who may attack you for it. And I think that's what comes with therapy or whatever, because while it's funny, I'll admit, I take L's all the time in life, so I'll admit any of the L's I took because lessons come with them, so it's fun to laugh at them now, so I'll admit those. But as far as things in living life today, right now, that will make me feel vulnerable, hell no, I don't feel comfortable just exposing them and bringing them out in public. But that's not to say that, say I have a therapy session, I would be hella comfortable admitting that to some non-biased third party who's just there to listen to me and also check me on what I'm wrong on or what I'm going through, or can kind of navigate me through whatever it is. So I would be open to that, but that's what I would reserve that for, as opposed to I think how you worded it, the truths that you don't want to admit to, kind of like that or whatever. I would have, in therapy, I think that's where that type of stuff come out at, because me personally, I would feel more comfortable telling the therapist those things as opposed to just being on here being like, you know.
I think that's dope though that you said that, because I think like in a lot of cases, a lot of black men, we do need more therapy than like we get. You know what I'm saying? And even watching the movie, you know, this ain't telling the movie. Like he didn't go get therapy or nothing for like his actions. Eventually, it all comes out, you know, during the movie. But like even his wife, he never expressed certain things. Like, this your wife. This is, you know, this your other half. This is your mother. Like, he had all these thoughts and feelings he never expressed. That vulnerability is like, men don't never feel like we need to work on, like, being comfortable, at least being vulnerable to the people that we say we love and who you believe love you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And 9 times out of 10, your woman or the wife or the one that your significant other, the person you did choose to entrust with emotions like that will take care of those emotions if you know, give them to them. But, you know, we just be scared to do so. Yeah. A lot of times.
We just got to work on being more comfortable with that. And then also, another one of the things in there was like, it was like friendship. But it was about carrying guilt to your friends, and then also letting go of guilt to your friends. So it made me think about, like, how many times we as people, like, have friends and we have situations that occur and we don't want to check your friend because it's your friend. You might feel some way towards what's going on, but you try not to have the, you know, the interaction or the altercation with your friend, but then they grow bitter. It's just all this, like, these thick things. Like, I'm trying to just tell, I don't want to tell the movies. I just want to talk about some of the themes of the movie. But, like, this is why I feel like it's a good movie. It touches on different things that, especially we as black men, don't like to deal with in a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say me and my friends, but me and this nigga just was going at it. I go at it with my friends, like, if you didn't know these sometimes be my bros, you would be like, is this nigga finna fight? No, nigga, we're not finna fight. Like, this is how we is. But I feel like if you got, like, a bunch of people around you who never want to disagree, who never want to have these situations, then it's like, I told somebody this shit at work. I said, bro, if everybody likes you, then nobody likes you. And he was like, man, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it do.
Because that means you're not even being yourself.
Somebody lying.
Somebody lying.
And it might not be
being yourself, or they not being. It might be you. If everybody like you, bro, somebody gonna dislike you. I don't care how great of a person you is somebody gonna find a flaw to you. So if everybody likes you, that means you just catering to the people you come in contact with. I was gonna say, damn,
9 times out of 10, if everybody like you, the person who lying is you.
Is you. That's the point. If everybody likes you, nobody likes you.
You making sure everybody like you. So you catering.
Exactly. Nobody likes you. I mean, including yourself. You don't like yourself because there's no way you can be yourself all the time and everybody likes you. Damn. I know some people who great people, and they people like, that nigga annoying. But he a great person. You know what I'm saying? Nice as hell. Look out for anybody, but he's like, I don't like that nigga annoying.
Definitely know annoying people who are also
great people.
Great people to be around. Like, just great people to know.
Just to know.
But,
like, awesome
being
people.
around them, I should say, is pretty annoying.
Damn, fucking annoying.
All right, I think we're going to do morality test and then we'll get out of here. I remember where we started this, and he said, yeah, so we about ready for that. Yeah, before we get into this next one.
Shout out to Miss Sarju.
Shout out to Katrina. As soon as this work, the video play. I'll play a different one.
Let's test your morality. You are at home laying in bed one night while your 5-year-old niece is in the other room asleep. Your sibling asked you to babysit her for the night while they go out of town. I was
finna say, did we see that one?
Yeah, that's the one where the girl came up to the door, and I'm shooting them both.
Let's test your morality. You are home alone late one night when you get a call from your sibling. Your sibling is hysterically crying.
I don't want to do a sibling one because you be having a way.
As soon as the sibling comes, you be. I'll change it. If they say sibling, I'll make it my friend.
You are a stay-at-home parent while your significant other works as a lawyer. You both have been happily married for 30 years and have a 6-year-old child together. One day, your significant other decides to take the day off and spend the day with you while your child is in school. While your significant other is making lunch and you're watching TV, you get a phone call from a random number. You answer the call, and the person on the other end states that they have kidnapped your child for vengeance against your significant other who put them away in prison. The person on the other end takes a picture of your child and sends it to you for proof. It is clear that your child has been crying and is very scared. Before you yell out to your significant other, the person on the other end states to say nothing to anyone or your child will pay. They tell you that they left a small vial in your mailbox containing a specific poison. The person wants you to pour the poison into your significant other's drink to kill them. They say that if you don't comply, your child's life will end. They give you 1 hour to complete this task. Do you pour the poison into your significant other's drink, trusting that they're going to give you back your child safe? Or do you inform your significant other and the police, putting your child at risk for death? Let's test your morality. You are a stay-at-home...
Why did I choose this one? Oh, man. This is tough.
You going
This
first
is
on
not
this
as
one, bro.
easy. This is not as easy, bro.
No,
So I gotta. So
you going first on that one?
what?
It's a good time to be long-winded.
I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. My significant other is a lawyer, put a bunch of people away. She put the people away, and now that person got my kid, and I got poison that I got to either give to my significant other to save my kid, or let them kill or tell. And oh, man. What do I even choose? And I got to choose. All right. I don't even, oh man, how do you even process that? Where do you begin to start to figure out the mathematics of it? Because it really just boils down to her.
You know what's even worse about somebody like me? Is my significant other is not the biological mother of my kids.
You got to make it,
So
you can't do that.
No, I'm saying with my person, because I try to personally put myself in a situation, that's even worse.
I guess
So it's like, do I murder my girl, or do I essentially risk my kids?
You know what's crazy?
'Cause you're murdering your girl.
I actually find the opposite. I don't have no kids, so I assume we all one family in my head. That's what makes it hard for me. If I was in your situation, easily my kid. I'm saving my kid. I'm going to go ahead and poison my girl because this
But
not
you're murdering your girl.
Yeah, but my kid got to live, though.
How you know they going to get your kid back?
I mean,
You don't know.
I'm trusting.
You might, because what if your kids see who they are? You doing their dirty work by killing your significant other, but they may kill your kid because otherwise, what if they kid know who they is and the kid can say, this person had me here? Your kid might get killed
Y'all
anyway.
throwing too many variables in here. Do I get my kid back or no? If I don't get my kid back or if it's a toss-up, all right, going with your scenario. Do we trust the person that's going to give me my kid back? Then I'm letting my significant other know. We calling the police. We going to figure this out.
Oh, so now you a snitch?
For my kid, I'm a snitch. All right? For my kid's life.
Ass Craig out here telling no niggas.
On my kid's life, I'm a rat. Hey, look, these days, people are being a rat for a lot less, okay? And I think it's pretty honorable if I'm going to be a rat for my kid's life,
that's
okay?
That's what all these rats say it's for. I got to get home to my kids. Nigga, you don't even fuck with your kids.
Nah, they can take care of their kids from jail. I'm saying if my kid going to die if I don't rat, I'm a rat, all right? That's cool. But with that being said, you know what? That is wild that if some real tough street dude hear that and be like, you got to kill my daughter if I rat, that bitch got to die then. It's like, damn, you real tough. But look, answer this question. In your scenario, I don't know if I'm getting my kid back. I'm going to the cops. I'm telling my significant other, and we're going to try to, get this dude caught. If I know for sure I'm getting my kid back, and it's just a girl that's not my kid's mom, easy decision. I'm saving my kid. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to kill my baby mama to save my kid, but I'll probably end up doing that too. You don't know the relationship me and my baby mama had, all right?
Could have been toxic.
It could have been.
All right. Oh, don't look at me, nigga. I'm not answering that one. I plead the fifth. I was going to try to get us out of here. You know, give me the answer to that one. My morality is not going to be tested on that question. That shit, oh no, Miss Sarju, you won't get me on that one. I don't know what to pick. That is not a situation I like. I don't like it. That's too tough for me to think about.
Only because he got kids, I'll let him get away with that. And ironically, because I don't have kids, it is wild that I would choose the kid in both situations. But
I gotta live with my significant other.
Grant, that is true.
I can't be like, she getting up out of here. Then she like, oh, for real? Oh God! And then if I pick her, then I got to deal with my kid. Be like, so Dad, you gonna just pick? Oh God, this is bad. No,
man, I got you. You know what? You right. I wouldn't answer either if I was you. Look, y'all, this has been another episode, man. Appreciate y'all for listening. Episode 61 of I'm Almost Joking podcast. I have been Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sensei Life, here with.
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. We see y'all next week. Shout out to my boy Tyler behind the scenes and my boy Corey for Radio 22, Everything 22. Y'all tap in, check in. New episode of The Great and Scale will be released, if not today, probably tomorrow too. Whatever. Y'all get it when y'all get it. Tap into that. Shout out to everybody who been tapping in. And we'll get at y'all next week. We out. Tissel.